welcome back. I'm Taty, just Taty TV. So we are gonna do a story time. Okay, story time. Okay, so this story time I'm gonna tell you about is like one of my most embarrassing moments in school. Okay. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, let's just begin. F it. So, this story takes place in elementary school. So, I believe I was in the 5th grade at the time. Yeah, the 5th grade. And, okay, so I was in the 5th grade, and by 5th grade you can't go outside for recess anymore or whatever, but I was in the 5th grade and it was one of those rainy days. It was hot outside, so I know it was like closer to June, so it was like May or June or so. I don't remember exactly when this was. I just know it was like between May and June because it was like hotter and humid. So, but I guess that's the kind of weather that you get when you live, where you live. So okay, so that day, it was really hot. The sun was out for like literally, I think like half of the day. Then next thing you know, it just starts thundering and pouring. Like, I remember all this verbatim. Why, I really don't know. But yeah, so it starts raining. And I had on, the cute little school skirt with the little, like, wrinkles in it. I don't want to call it wrinkles, like ruffles, the little ruffles in it. I think that's what you call it. And it was blue because I think then we could wear like blue or black pants or something like that. So my skirt was blue. Okay, so it was blue, and I had on, the little collar, the all white collar shirt. It was one of those cotton ones, and it had the little collar and like the 3-4 buttons going down the center, and had the little ruffles around the arm part where the short sleeve part cut off. So I had that tucked into my skirt, and I had on some white tights and the cute little schoolgirl shoes, I want to call it, with the little strap here, like, the little strap on it. I don't really think y'all get what I'm talking about either, so I will put a picture somewhere so I can show y'all. So I had that, so that's what I was wearing. And around this time, after school, I would go to this latchkey place. Instead of being like at latchkey at school, I would go to latchkey at another place, this daycare. It was a daycare / latchkey or whatever. Latchkey as in, you wait there. I mean, some people probably don't know what latchkey is, but yeah. So, and every day I think I would be the first one to be picked up, and then the other kids. So I would have to hurry up and, come out to school. And so the way the school was set up, so the front of the school, there were doors, and then you go to the side of the school, there's another door. You walk, then you make a left turn, walk some, and then you turn right, and there is another door, and that is the door that I came out of. And the lady that would pick me up will be all the way on the other side of the school. So I would have to get all the way on the side of the other school, and like I would have to hurry up and get over there. So this particular day, it was raining, and came outside and it was still kind of hot, like because by the time school was over, it was sunny again. So it was sunny again. And so when you first walk out the double doors, you have concrete and then you have a little walkway, and then you have another long strip of concrete, and in between those were grass and grass. And then, okay, so yeah, between those were grass, clearly, but on the left side towards the end, like the, why am I gonna say center, because it wasn't the center, it was the edge of the grass, like where the two sidewalks meet. There wasn't grass there, it was just mud. So okay, so school let out, you know, bell rings, everybody rushes out the door. And I'm mad because I wasn't mad, but I wasn't first out, or close to first out the door this time. Why? I don't remember. But I wasn't close to being out the door. So I finally get outside. And once I'm outside, there are kids just blocking the sidewalk, like just blocking the sidewalk, and I'm trying to get through because I'm trying to hurry up and like get to the car before, you know, I get in trouble, or like she pulls off or something, or is late for picking up the other kids. So I'm like, okay, I need to hurry up, and everybody's in my way. And then I was more of a shy kid, like I was more shy, like, I mean, I would say excuse me, but it'd be like really low, versus now where I'll say excuse me like a normal voice. If you don't hear me, either I'm gonna say it louder, or I'm just gonna like bump you out my way, like excuse me, move. So I mean now, but back then I was so shy. So I said excuse me, nobody moved because there was a fight going on. So I know when you were in school or are in school, so I know like when there are fights, it's crowded, everybody stops and wants to see it, and you're not going to be able to go anywhere if there's a fight happening. So that's basically what was going on. There was a fight, and I kind of wanted to see it, but in my head it was just like, no, you can't see it because you gotta go. And you know, myself was telling myself that. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I'm trying to get through so I can get to the other sidewalk so I can hurry up. I'm trying to get to that, like walk on that little walkway to the other sidewalk, but I can't because there are so many people in the way. So I decided, okay, why not just jump from one sidewalk to the other sidewalk over the patch where there's no grass but just mud. And I was on the little sidewalk leading to the big sidewalk. So I'm like, okay, if I jump from this sidewalk to the bigger sidewalk, why did I just say that? I should be okay. Like I should get this together, you know, like I should be there on time. I should get there on time, shouldn't be in trouble, nothing to worry about. So I'm like, okay. So, you know, one minute I'm like, should I do this? Then like, no, I shouldn't. I'm like, should I do this? I'm like, I'm really kind of not really a distance, but I'm like, if I jump, what if I miss it? Because if I miss it, I'm gonna fall in mud, and I don't need to fall in mud. I just need to jump across and get it. I'm like, okay, I could just jump across and get there. And it's not like where you could just step and you'll be on the next sidewalk. Plus I was short, so it's not like where you could just step and you're like, okay, I'm on the next sidewalk, haha, got there. What you thought this was? Or even like a little hop and you'd be like, I made it, huh? What you thought? No, it was like either you take the biggest jump in your life or you just gonna try to push through these people. So I'm like, I don't have time to be standing here waiting, nobody is moving. So I decide, okay, whatever, I'm gonna jump. Skip it, let's jump. I don't care anymore, we're gonna do this, we got this, let's go. So I go to, and I had on my book bag, so you know, it's like a weight in the back, and like, so I go to jump to the other sidewalk. And so this is the sidewalk and this is my foot. Only half of my foot ended up on the sidewalk, my right foot, because I jumped on my right foot first. Only my right, like this much of my right foot, the first part of my right foot hit the sidewalk. my left foot and the other half of my foot did not. So guess what happened? Boom, I fell right in the mud. And I hate any type of embarrassment. Like, I hate it because I feel like people are just talking about you even after it's over. So I'm like, I'm not gonna cry neither. So I hear her pick it up and I hear laughing. You know, I kind of glance back. I don't really want to look back because I really don't want them to know it was me. So I kind of glance back and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, they're like, because they were literally looking and laughing at me. And one girl who was supposed to be my friend, she was like, I mean, tickled her freaking soul. And then I think she had like slipped or something. I think she went to come walk over to me and she kind of like slipped, but she tried to grab onto me and I snatched away. But she didn't fall, she just kind of slid. And so yeah, so she was like, so I had mud all on the back of me, like on my book bag, like all in the back of me going down. Like, it was straight mud. I wanted to cry, but I didn't because there were people around. I don't like crying in front of people. I still don't, never have, never will. I don't like to show like that I'm having a moment where I'm like weak or like I'm just sad. Like, I don't like that because I just genuinely don't like to cry in front of people. Unless you're like family or whatever, I just don't like to cry in front of people. Just for the simple fact that I just don't. I didn't when I was younger and I still don't. So normally, you know, I walk really fast to get there, and then like the closer I get to the car, I start to run, you know, to get there quicker. Not this time. I was highly upset. Like, I hurried up and, well, I didn't hurry at all. Like, I walked slow the entire way to the car. And so that way, by the time I got to the car, the mud had freaking dry. It was all in my stockings, all on my legs, all on my skirt, my book bag. I didn't say nothing to the lady because I'm like, what's gonna happen if I tell her? Like, am I gonna get in trouble? I know I'm gonna get in trouble, so I didn't say anything. But that day it wasn't the actual lady; it was her daughter that was picking me up. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to get in her car, and it's like mud everywhere. But I did it anyway. Shouldn't have, but yeah. So that's what happened. I got in the car, and I feel like back then I already didn't really have like back then I dressed like a girl. I dressed more like a girl. Meaning I wore skirts kind of more than I wear pants. Now I'd rather wear some pants, some shorts, some capris rather than wearing a skirt or a dress. Like, give me something that I can, you know, just chill with, just sit there and chill, you know. I ain't gotta worry about crossing my legs completely, having somebody see, you know. Don't gotta worry about the wind blowing my skirt up. No, not like that. So I'd be like, who gonna do that? Let's be comfortable. So, but I would rock my purse. But back then I had the braids, you know. It was either braids and beads or it was regular braids. But anyway, once I got to the daycare, well, latchkey place, whatever, I had my book bag down. So like, you know, like when your straps are like down to your elbows and your book bag's just hitting the back of your leg. So that's what was happening. So I went in and I went straight to the bathroom because every time I would get there, I would change my clothes because my mom didn't want me ruining, you know, school clothes by being there and eating snack and playing and going outside and stuff like that. So she didn't want me ruining anything like my school stuff. So I get there and I go in the bathroom to change. And so as I'm in the bathroom, I'm changing, that's when I actually start to cry, because I'm like, that's so embarrassing, you know, because in my mind I'm like, that's so embarrassing. How did that happen? Why would I do that? I should have just waited. It'd have been okay, blah blah blah. Not everybody done seen it. Now they're gonna be laughing tomorrow. So I just overthought, and I always overthink. So I silently cried, got myself together. I was silently crying as I was changing my clothes. And once I was done changing my clothes, I got my life together. Okay, I got it all the way together. What happened? So I got, like I was saying, I got my life all the way together. So I put my clothes in a plastic bag. My school clothes, I put it in a plastic bag. So I really just couldn't help thinking like, that is so embarrassing. But then once I got out the bathroom, the lady that normally picked me up, her daughter was like, did you have mud on the bottom of your shoes or something? Like, I guess there was mud, not on the seat or anything, but like on the floor of the car. So I was like, oh yeah, I stepped in mud. Like, I didn't tell her, like, yeah, I slipped in mud and still got in your car. Like, because I felt like I was gonna get in trouble. Like, first of all, I was already embarrassed that I fell in mud in front of a lot of people, and some of them were even my friends. But to have y'all know, oh no, I could never. So I literally, like, the whole time, like, my heart was just beating. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, once you figure out that I had mud everywhere, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So nobody really knows about that. I don't even think I told my sister, and I tell my sister everything. But that story is just one of them stories where I'm just like, don't want to tell people, do I not? Like, that's one of those stories that you share with people who are also telling you their embarrassing stories. Like, so what's one of your embarrassing moments? What's the time where you done got, but, and then that's where you bring the story up, because that was like one of the times I was the most embarrassed in my freaking life. I have plenty more, because I'm just a person that embarrasses herself a lot. Or or I'm always doing something very, very weird. So I'm just that girl. So yeah, I'm me, and I'm me for a reason. So I'm kind of used to the embarrassment now. So now I laugh the embarrassment off. I mean, I still don't like embarrassing myself, but now it happens on accident. So yeah. Okay, question time. So what is one of your most embarrassing moments, or just what is one of your moments where you have embarrassed yourself in front of a large group of people? Let me know in the comment section or on my social media. Like, I don't care, just let me know somewhere. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and to comment and subscribe, and make sure to share with everyone, and tell your friends, dog, pet, rock, Uncle Billy Jean Jr., mom, dad, sister, auntie, uncle, a pet pebble, a piece of dirt. Tell the mud, please tell the mud, so they can watch it. I'm so weird, guys. Yeah, just tell everybody you know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay. Oh god. Let's sit properly. Let's start this over. We're gonna have to cut all of this out.